845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up.
Monroe Woodbury, Warwick, 2 undefeated teams, 2 Section 9 Class AA powers. It's going down like that. Warwick hosts Monroe Woodbury at 7 p.m. Friday. Are you ready for some must-see football? Justin Rodriguez here for the Varsity 845 football show. We couldn't start the show any other way. It had to be Warwick versus Monroe Woodbury. Warwick is coming off a 49-20 win over Goshen last week. The Wildcats are looking for their first win over Monroe Woodbury since 1979. Warwick opened last season with a 61-28 loss to Monroe Woodbury. Still, the Wildcats would play for the AA title. Meanwhile, last season, Monroe Woodbury didn't make it to the playoffs. First-year Warwick quarterback Brendan Waters talked about the big game.
Huge game, you know. We gotta like focus right now. Like end of this game, we got some steam, but these next 7 days are going to be like one of the hardest 7 days we got. We got to practice our butts off to win this game. We got a big competition ahead of us. If our team plays up to like what we can do, and if we practice how we can practice, I think, I mean, not being cocky, but I think we can take them. But we have to do everything right, and we have to play to our ability.
Monroe Woodbury is coming off an impressive 35-7 win over Westchester County Powers Stepinac. After the game, Monroe Woodbury offensive lineman Nick Dillon tweeted, "We're back." A win over Warwick would be a big statement by the Crusaders. Here's what Monroe Woodbury running back Mark Tuma had to say about the big game.
Expectations are high. Coming off a big win against Stepinac, I think offensively we're expecting to come out on fire. Last year we performed very well against Warwick, and this year we're hoping to have no difference this year. And definitely we're expecting to come out and just keep on pounding the ball, scoring points.
Okay, now I'm going to give you 3 keys to victory for both teams. Let's start with Warwick. Number 1, don't turn the ball over. The Wildcats had 4 turnovers in the first half against Goshen. That won't cut it against Monroe Woodbury. Number 2, Waters has to play within himself. He doesn't have to be Tom Brady. He was cool in a win over Newburgh in week 1. Perhaps a little shaky against Goshen, but I think Waters will be okay this week. Finally, Warwick has to get bruising fullback Matt Weaver going, which hasn't been a problem the first 2 weeks of the season. He has 477 yards and 7 touchdowns in 2 Warwick wins. The offense obviously runs through him. On to Monroe Woodbury. Number 1, of course, the Crusaders have to stop Weaver and Warwick's offensive line. Good luck. Number 2, Monroe has to deal with perhaps the best wide receiver in Section 9, Brad Garsha. There's also Jordan Totero to deal with. Of course, I'm not forgetting about Justin Kaffenberger at Monroe, who at wide receiver presents all kinds of matchup problems. Finally, the Crusaders have to establish the running game with quarterback Kevin Carr and Tuma. You want a prediction? I'll take. Prediction time comes later in the show. First, it's time for our feature for this week. Sawyer Erline is Sullivan West quarterback. He also plays linebacker, returns kicks, and punts. That's right, Erline's versatile, durable, one tough hombre. He credits some of his toughness to growing up working on the farm, Myers Century Farms in Jeffersonville. It's a dairy farm that has been in his family for years. I visited Sawyer on the farm where he works almost every night to learn more about what he does. Check us out. Sawyer Erline on the family farm. We're in the milking parlor. You might see in the background the cows. This is where they produce literally thousands of gallons of milk a day. So just Sawyer, tell me about why you enjoy working on the family farm so much.
Just being around the animals, taking care of the animals, that's always fun. Being able to work with the tractors and stuff, and just being able to do physical labor and enjoy doing it.
So the physical labor, how does that translate on the football field?
You get used to working all your muscles and working long hours and having to do the little extra pushing and everything, and just carries through into football.
All right, ready to show me around a little?
Yes, sir. We just fed the cows their haylage. Now we gotta wait about an hour to let them eat it, get in their system, build up some more milk, and then we go and milk them, which takes about 2.5 to 3 hours. Right now I gotta go take some hay bales out to the cows outside, so this is all the hay that we brought in this year, and we gotta bring in a couple more loads before fall runs around, but I'm gonna grab some bales and throw them on. These are the younger cows. They're approximately a year old. They're just out on the pasture for their first year. So they got to grow up another like year or two, and then they'll be out having calves and going up, getting milked and everything.
Sawyer, thanks for having me. Your hard work on and off the field is appreciated. You can read more about Sawyer in Friday's editions of the Time-Shelled Record and online at varsity845.com. Okay, now it's prediction time. Monroe-Woodbury versus Warwick. I'm going to take the Crusaders 28-20 in a game where even more points might be scored. I think the teams are pretty even on offense, but I'm going to give the Monroe-Woodbury team a slight edge in defense. Good luck to both teams. In other games of interest this weekend, I like Washingtonville over Roosevelt, which has given them problems in recent years, Newburgh over Minisink Valley, and look for New Paltz to take out Red Hook. That's it for this week's show. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your support. This is Justin Rodriguez signing off for Varsity 845.
This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.
I said it's game time, so it's time to score. If you're not playing to win, then what you playing it for? From the field to the hardwood floor, win some and lose some. Just give it your all, whether it's basket, base, or football. It's all American, it's on when the season's here again. PYP, gotta play your position. Gotta go hard, give it 110. Fans cheering in the stands, yeah, you gotta love
This
it.
is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.